Welcome YouTube, just wanted to show you some of the cards I've been buying recently on eBay, and let's look at it. Mostly football because it's off season, so it's a good time to buy. Bryce Underwood, Bowman Chrome, Blue Auto for 200. Travis Hunter, so this card's going to go to grading. Travis Hunter, Prism, Silver Auto, that's going to go to grading. Sapphire, Bryce Underwood, that's going to go to grading. Bowman first. Jaxson Dart Auto, this one is a 1 of 1. Wild Card Turf Monsters. I'm going to leave it in the factory seal. It's not a card that grades very well. I think it's factory seal. Oh, that's not factory seal. It's actually a breaker seal. So we'll see what happens. I guess Fanatics is going to have it CGC authenticated when it gets there. So that maybe I should actually have that given a number grade, since I might as well, since they're gonna charge me for authentication. If it's factory sealed, there's no charge for authentication at Fanatics Vault, but if it's not, which I mistakenly thought it was, they're gonna charge me $3 anyway to authenticate it, so I might as well pay them $10, so just another $7, and then have it given a number grade. Even if it's more likely to get a 9, actually, it's more likely to get a 9 than a 10 just based on the gem rate data. Here's another Bowman Chrome Bryce Underwood auto. This one is from Sapphire. Paid $195 for that one. Paid $100 for this, another Travis Hunter Prism Silver Auto. That's going to get graded by PSA. Bowman Sapphire Bryce Underwood. This card has a crazy gem rate. It's like 90% gem rate. So I've been getting a bunch of those. Here's another one here for $12. Got this. It looks like, I couldn't really tell from the title, but it looks like it's for 2 cards. Prism Pigskin and Prism Silver. If you look at the listing, you see the Pigskin card here, front and back, and then you see the Silver card, front and back. So I think I might have got lucky. This is a low feedback, relatively new person, so I think I might have got lucky on that, got a good deal on that one. Another Sapphire Underwood for $11. There was one listed for a PSA 10 listed for $150. I don't know if it's sold yet. It hasn't sold. There's another one now listed for $200. This one got listed for $150. It's down to $135. But hopefully those cards will sell more like in the summer going into football season. Hopefully I don't wind up with a bunch of these PSA 10s and that they don't sell. At least get $100 for them would be nice. Nico Iamaleava, I decided to get 1 or 2 nice ones and sell off some of the cheaper ones that I have, like the Pulse and the Wild Card and the Leaf ones and all those. I have a bunch of Iamaleava autos, so I'm selling those off and putting that money into this. So this is a Sapphire PSA 10. Here's another Sapphire. The gem rate is very high. I'm going to have it graded, so hopefully I'll wind up with 2 of those. Here's another Underwood here for $11, this one for $11. I also got this Sapphire of Fernando Mendoza that has a pretty good gem rate, and that one I think is sold. There's one listed for 600. That's pretty high. But yeah, there's one here listed for 600, so hopefully I will get this one all in for a little under 100, and hopefully it'll be a PSA 10. Another Travis Hunter auto from Prism Silver. This Jaxson Dart for a triple auto on Leaf for 80 bucks. That's not too bad. Jaxson Dart Prism Silver. I got a few of these. Paid $260 for this one. PSA 9 Vince Carter SP Authentic Rookie. One of my favorite cards of all time. Dante Moore 1955 design SGC 10 with a 10 for the auto for about 100 bucks. Another Bryce Underwood for 200. This one is the True Blue. And I don't know what those ones, what the gem rate is on those. I just got an Underwood purple back from grading, and I got a 8 from CGC, so not great on that. Not a great grade. JJ McCarthy Prism Silver PSA 10 for 190. Another Bryce Underwood True Blue for 190. Dante Moore Yellow PSA 9 for 150. And a Blue Sapphire Underwood Auto for 200. And then a Dante Moore Orange out of 25 for 220. And a Lenora Sellers for 80. This is a blue, True Blue. Drake Maye, I've been getting a few of these. I have probably half a dozen, I would say. Silver, Prism Silver PSA 10s, $1,100. Now, before the Super Bowl, these were going for between like $1,800 and like maybe $1,500, and now they're down to 11, maybe 1,000. Another JJ McCarthy for 200. Another Drake Maye for $11.75. I got a Bo Nix Bowman First PSA 10 auto for $230. I like the Bowman First PSA 10 of younger quarterbacks like Caleb Williams, Drake Maye. I've been getting those. CJ Stroud is another one I've been getting. A Jordan rookie sticker PSA 5 for $800. Pretty good looking 5. You can see it's well centered. That's the main thing, is the centering. Pretty well centered for a 5. Another Travis Hunter, paid only $80 for this one. That was a pretty good price. A JJ McCarthy for $209. Prism Silver PSA 10. A gold out of 50 Jaxson Dart auto for $170. That's not too bad, even though it's only a PSA 8, but it's a pretty good price for a gold. Prism Silver Drake Maye. This one's closer to $1,300. And this one, $1,200. Another JJ McCarthy for $205 here. Another Drake Maye for $1,300. This one's about $1,300. This one's about $1,300. This one's $1,300 on the nose. Jordan PSA 5 miscut for $700. Drake Maye for $1,380. Jordan PSA 7 ST for $1,200. Really nice looking 7, really well centered. You can see it's like almost perfect. It looks pretty much perfectly centered. And the ST, I feel like, is such a ticky-tack thing because the stickers often have this kind of stuff on the back here. And I feel like it's not a huge deal, but It's kind of to be expected for the sticker cards. They often have that little stick, that ST qualifier. So I feel like this is a pretty good looking 7 for $1,200. And then going back to early February, Jaxson Dart out of 24, black and gold, PSA 9 for $350. This is the purple. This is the purple Underwood, numbered out of 75. I paid $185. I just got it back yesterday from CGC grading, so pretty good turnaround. It was delivered on the 7th, and I got it back on the 26th with the grade. So CGC continues to be way faster than PSA. You can almost see a little bit of something on the corner here, the upper right corner. I think I probably sent it to CGC knowing that it wouldn't get a 10, because if I thought it might get a 10, I would send it to PSA. So I was like, you know what, let me just send it to CGC. And like I said before, if you're paying $3 anyway for them to authenticate it, because they have to authenticate any raw cards for you to be able to list it in on your vault account, I'm like, I might as well pay up for the number grade. Another Jordan sticker. This one looks super bright and sharp. PSA 6 for just under $1,000. It's hard to find a 6 under 1,000 these days, and that one's really well centered too. Jaxson Dart for $150. I think I might have already sold this one. That's a really good price for a refractor Jaxson Dart Auto PSA 9. McCarthy for $200. I got 1, 2, and 3 here. And then this is into January, $1,000 for a Jordan PSA 6. So at least that covers up my what I've bought in February on eBay. So I'll stop the video there. But check this card out here. This Prism Drake Maye. This guy, Cards 247. He sold me this card. It was in Canadian dollars, so I had to transfer US dollars into Canadian to pay for the card. He has 91% positive feedback out of 29. Hopefully one of the negatives is from me. He has 3 negatives already. Let's see what the negatives are. So he did this to somebody else. Drake Maye downtown, eBay had to refund. No item ever shipped. So he did this to somebody else. Canceled after they said item was out of stock. Cooper flag. He did that to somebody else. This was the one that I left for him. Canceled the sale. Cost me money to exchange dollars to Canadian dollars. So it's not as simple as, oh, well, no harm, no foul. I canceled the sale. You got the money back. Yeah, I got the money back, but I had to trade US dollars for Canadian dollars. So I had to pay a fee to trade the dollars to Canadian. And then when you refund me the money, and plus it's $1,800, so it's not nothing, then I have to pay a second fee a second time to trade the Canadian dollars into US dollars. So it cost me money both ways. So I feel like this guy is these are the kinds of people that are just the worst. These are just the worst people in the hobby, because clearly he's done this multiple times and he only has not that many sales, and he's already done this to 3 people, at least 3 people that we know of that have left him the feedback. But like, you sell a big card like this one was worse because this was a 3,800 one. So hopefully this guy didn't have to pay for that in US dollars and lose money trading the currency both times like I did. But people who do this, who just have like complete disregard for for who you're dealing with in the hobby. Like, that's just, these are the worst people. Cards 247. There used to be, when I was selling, I'm not currently selling on eBay because I'm overseas, but when I was selling overseas, there used to be, I used to have this master list of people that you can block eBay users from buying from you. And I think there's a message board somewhere, like on blowout forums or something like that, where you call out people like this and you say, hey, watch out for this guy, or like add this guy to your list of people to avoid. So I would add him if you have a list like that. Add this person to your list of people to avoid. So that's everything I wanted to show you that I was buying in February. And thanks for watching the video, and see you on the next one.